everybody, and welcome back to Persona. Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-bum-bum. Alrighty, so it is once again time to go straight to bed because we don't have anything else to do. So, we're gonna decide what to do with the Kitteh today, I imagine.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen.
God dang! That's that's enough to convince most people.
And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become. Reward money will be supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
If I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
Only if we get caught. That's insane.
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
Hey, there was no choice. We had to help people.
That may have been true, but still. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
I like both of these. I know. I know. That doesn't seem... Look, it's either don't worry or believe in me. That's what I'm feeling. Look, you could put your faith... you know what? Don't worry about it.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy number 1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Hey, great!
Can't believe how big that bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to the school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. Yeah, but 30 million yen, man. Just let me dream a little. Jeez. I mean, he's not wrong. That's a lot of money. Yo, you see the news? I embraced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time.
My backs are truly against the wall now.
Discussing it here won't do us any good. Let's talk more in person.
We're wanted now.
Yes, we are. By the way, in case you're watching this here and now, and, you know, not in the future, you might have noticed that there was a little gap in Persona videos. That's just because, you know, I had other videos that I wanted to post, and I was like, well, you know, we could take a tiny break from Persona. Not that I'm not enjoying it, I want to say that, but we had been playing it non-stop for quite some time, so, yeah, no. Hey, a little break is warranted from everything. Everything in, the word I can't think of. Moderation. That's it.
And the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic, I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the Fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura. Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I, the Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the Fat around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly... Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
I mean, we absolutely lost sight of our goal, considering everyone was like, well, okay, hang on. If you really want to go down the route of, like, finger pointing, technically, Ryuji has been very... Oh, popularity. Look at our numbers, popularity. So, I mean, I kind of hate to say it, but if we're going to point fingers at anyone, it's going to be at Ryuji. But we'll just say we lost sight of our goal.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it. I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong, that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause. I'm so irritated with myself. Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now? I mean, things might get worse for everyone.
Hey, what should we do?
Oh, you know. We haven't lost yet. Let's turn... You know what? I like this. Let's turn the tables. Let's get someone who knows a thing or two.
Yeah, running away with our tails between our legs is exactly what they want. We'd be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
see. I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this. Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it. Yeah.
Beep 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 beep.
Hey, it's me.
Hi.
About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty, it all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know how you feel. Sucks when you think everything's lost, you know? Anyway, I gotta go to bed. Good night. Imagine, he just hangs up just immediately.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a phantom thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
Things will turn around.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
Beep 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 beep. I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that?
Tomorrow? That's sudden.
This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this, too. He'll be okay, right? We'll manage.
Yeah, we're going to overcome this. Together.
Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our pace anymore. Let's go about this calmly. Well, see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow. Okay.
We can't let things end here. We need to figure out who's behind everything.
You're right. Can I water my plant?
Hey, hey!
Yeah. Let's see. The good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh!
Nice. What are we doing anyway? Pretty good. Maybe we should get a little more. Let's go get a little bit more, shall we? I'm sure Sojiro would not mind if we cleaned up. Oh, well, I'd certainly appreciate that. I'm going home. Nice.
Hey!
You know, all things considered, I don't think we're doing terrible as far as our stats go.
Criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures, but their actions are too little, too late.
It figures it's you.
The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
No comment on that.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
You know, I always mention like, oh, you know, I'm not much for politics. But I'm like, you know, I've got my views, you've got your views. Every time I bring up politics for whatever reason, even as like a joke, it just doesn't go well. Be it the other person doesn't like it, I don't like something. So I'm like, you know, I don't comment at all. And what's funny is maybe the big reason my politics are on my mind and why that them being like, oh, it seems I'm gonna vote for him is because of the thing that happened recently. If you're watching in current time, then you know what I mean. But yeah, kind of a hot topic right now.
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures. I'm referring to Sai-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sai-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
They're completely rotten!
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sai-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sai-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sai-san's heart. She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Nijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. and extremely personal. Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
See, what sucks is, well, so he's like, oh yeah, you're gonna disband as soon as we get him, hey, hey, hey. But then I feel like something else is also gonna come up, and he's like, oh, well, on second thought, maybe you guys should stay together. Like, he's super gung-ho about us disbanding right now, but I get the feeling that either something will change his mind, or we'll just stay together anyway. Either one, really.
I can't really explain it, but I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sai-san's heart?
I mean, we don't really have a choice. You kind of backed us into a wall, but sure.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason. Though I was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
She's got to build up the courage for it. She's like, oh boy, I can't see my sister as a shadow. I mean, to be fair, right? Like, seeing your own family member as a shadow kinda sucks. We saw that with Futaba. But, you know.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone. Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
This is about her sister. Yeah, I mean, she's got to build up the mental fortitude for it first, I feel.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Oh, but first, we're going back to the future, back to the past, back to the future, back to the past, back to the future. Ugh. Hey, what do I know?
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke.
Well...
So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases.
I mean, to be fair, there's a lot more at play above you. I mean, every time that you would mention you were unsure, the guy would be like, well, I can find someone else to do it. That probably should have been a little bit of a red flag, but hey, what are you gonna do?
And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
I mean, yes. Wait a minute. You're apprehended while falsely accusing the crime. I just need to reread what she said. You became a villain still be loose. I mean, that's not all of it, but yeah.
Hmm? No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation? Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
Sei is slowly accepting the truth. I feel like my bond with her is growing deeper. Rank 6. Only a little bit left to go.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you. Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
The summary of the story has been updated. Hooray. In case you need to reread
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Nijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace. I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear. A girl shouldn't say things like that.
I mean, you probably shouldn't be looking at that girl or guy. Imagine a cat coming up to you and going,
Hey, what kind of underwear do you wear?
You're gonna go, whoa, a talking cat!
You tell her too.
What else can you dig up?
Well, like her history with men. We're phantom thieves! Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow! Same as always. Let me finish first! There's something else we want you to look into.
No? We're not able to remember this? Huh. Interesting. We're not able to remember whatever was just said. Or it'll come back up later. Now for today's train news. First off, the investigation team has announced new progress in the search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current cabinet. That, along with the legislator Shido's plan for a new party, has sparked fears of governmental disbandment. Right. It's all going according to plan. Who dares? When are we meeting today?
Oh, right. We were never told up where to meet.
At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint, the government office district. Kasumi Gasaki. I don't know what that means. Indeed. Oh, I've never been to that place, but I've heard of it. Me neither.
It's not somewhere, normal people usually go.
Whoa, Just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The Diet Building is right near there, too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right?
According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet.
So we are just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi?
We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into a lion's den.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it.
Yeah, just look at all those purples and dark blues.
Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sai-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
You can't just steal his phone!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually a... well...
Very nice girl.
It's okay. Sai-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh! I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
We need to figure out what Makoto Sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
Well, Makoto already knows.
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sai-san.
It'd be unbearable if we were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then! How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
What else is there? It must be a casino.
I definitely see Sai-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
So, I just want to point this out. Well, actually, I want to see it first. But I have a pretty good idea of this one. Ooh, we get anime cutscene. Hey, uncommon.
Head right past there and keep a low profile.
That's it, huh? What's going on here?
We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right.
The rare Joker talks.
The courthouse is a casino.
Okay, yeah. So, two things. Number one, this is absolutely where the game opened up, right? Maybe I'm mistaken on that. We'll find out as we explore. But I'm pretty sure that where the game first opened up, you're like in the rafters of a casino, and then we bust out, we get arrested, I think. Right? I think that's what happened. It's been so long. My memory seems to tell me that. The other thing is, I'm gonna guess that it's a casino, probably if you boil it down, because it's a gamble if you're ever gonna win it big and crack a case. Eh?
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes. I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form. The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I've brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse, but I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a codename, too.
Codename?
Phantom thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru? Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one.
Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse. Now then.
This is business as usual. First off, we need to find an infiltration route.
Oh, camera, please, let me look around. Ooh, whoa, what is going on with my right stick? There we go, alright. There we go. Oh man, is my controller going out? Oh, that's gonna suck.
Do you have a moment?
It would be a mistake for not selecting me for this. You understand, do you not? Alright.
Oh?
There seem to be quite a few people already on the team. Could you tell them who to switch with? Ryuji, you don't mind hanging out for a bit, do you?
That settles it.
Superb judgment, Joker. Alright, come along then. We'll see your outfit later. Also, clicking in the stick a few times seems to have fixed it a bit. We're gonna go in the back way, up the stairs. Kind of weird running around a palace just as herself. Okay, can't go in there, so we jump over here.
I can see it.
Oh. Ooh.
Okay.
Looks like we'll be able to sneak in from here.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Oh, man, that... Oh my, we should have called you Mosquito. Good, that mask has gotta change. You're getting an outfit change ASAP.
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace. Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sai-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted. But considering what I see before me, it's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
Yeah, that's right. We gotta battle through hundreds of dudes just to get to the last dude to battle him and then steal the treasure. Yeah, we've done it a few times.
This is a first for me. I'm somewhat nervous.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
I feel somewhat nervous.
Well then, let us begin by securing our route. Right.
I have something.
First things first. Yoink! Okay. Oh man. Are we gonna be in the rafters the whole time? Or rather, I think the rafters will just be an important step. Okay, so we can go over there. I want to check this out. By the way, sorry the camera movement's being a little bit janky. My controller is acting up a little bit. I apologize. Maybe I do have a backup controller. It's a little old, but who knows? It might work just fine. You know what? I'm gonna try and just look around with only left stick. We'll see how that goes. So we can't go in here.
Indeed.
It won't open. Could it perhaps be blocked from the other side?
We should probably try to look for another way through. The grate? No.
I have something.
Okay, then in that case, let's come back this way. There's bound to be a way that we haven't gone. Oh, hang on. It's taking me a minute to actually figure out how to progress through this place. Let me see. So we can't go this way. We can... Maybe there's somewhere to latch to? I mean, there's only so many places to go right now, right? There is a spot right here, really? Okay. I was like, there's bound to be something I'm missing. Okay, well... Ah, okay, I see. There's a vent over here. Gotcha. Nope. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, we can't jump over there. Hang on, gotta take the long way. Okay, there we go. Over here, jump across here, and through the vent we go. Alright, see, we're figuring it out. Okay.
Welcome.
Oh.
Come on out, you petty thieves.
You already see us?
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not? Come on down, and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
Okay, fine. We'll try this diplomatically, but just know if it doesn't go well, I have farmed up. I farmed up. Hang on, give me Give me a second. Look at this. We're all in the high 40s. You don't want to mess with us.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor at the highest point of this building.
Hey, Makoto, can you ask her if maybe she could, maybe do a little bit of dressing up one of these times, huh? By the way, I just want to point out her eyeshadow. You probably already see it. This is going to be as obvious as can be. It looks like the Phantom Thief mask. Huh?
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Damn it! Over there!
It seems we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her. Let us get after her, Joker.
Alright, pretty sure we're not going to be able to take the elevator, though. Hiding spot? No. Nope. Hang on. You know what? She already took the elevator. She doesn't really need to wait for us, so I'm going to look around for some loot. Also, the icon changed. Goodness. Boy. Yum. Alright, now go ahead and tell us that we're going to need to find another way up. Come on, I know how this is going to go.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a player's club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
Casinos typically have a membership system called a player's club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
A shadow!
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
What?
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
Man, these shadows they're getting out of hand. Will you be alright?
Who knows? I would estimate that you all won't even have to step in and help, though.
If you immediately get beat up, that's gonna be the funniest thing.
Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood!
Alright.
My skills exceed yours.
Oh, you deal curse, really?
What'll it be?
Almighty. What the heck is Almighty?
Now, Robin!
Oh! Wow, Almighty is really strong, or was that just because it's scripted and he has like 1 health? Huh. Could be either.
You're not so bad.
And I am capable of much more. Now then, let us deal with the shadows quickly. Wait. Doesn't it sound like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree. I'd like to deal with them as quick as we can. But now that we have an infiltration route, I'd suggest we return for now and prepare.
Very well. I trust your experience and judgment. Let us do that. That's not an infiltration route. What? Alright, fine. Beep, 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 beep. Today was truly one surprise after another. I hope we continue to thrive in our work together.
Agreed.
We will need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First, we secure an infiltration route, then send the calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's distorted desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change of heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps would be something along those lines. A+. It ain't as easy as it ain't as easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this. I am not underestimating anything, I assure you. By the way, Nijima-san's shadow seemed really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well. You will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Nah. Yeah, sure. Perfect. I will be available at any time you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare well for the coming task. Ah, yes, my apologies for somewhat derailing this conversation. We will be counting on you, Akechi. Failure is not an option here. Yes, I'll do my best to live up to all of your expectations.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got.
Am I allowed to farm first?
Okay.
This is a rare opportunity. Let's steal Nijima's heart. Beep, 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 beep.
Things have really soured. There's even a bounty on you guys. But I seriously believe the Phantom Thieves are innocent. By the way, I changed up the survey question. It's already up in flames, though. It's a problem for me, too, if people don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. Just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, okay? I'm counting on you.
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
Yeah. Alrighty, but with that, I believe that's gonna do it for this episode of Persona. I know it... Okay, let me say it this way, because I already know it's not gonna be the case. I know this is probably a shorter episode, and then you immediately, like, wiggle your mouse or tap the screen and just go wah wah. But pretty much what I'm thinking, if we're actually allowed to go into the palace in the next episode, we're just gonna mow through the entire palace next episode. I don't think we're gonna kill the boss next episode, but we are gonna mow through the entire palace. So now that we are at the end of the episode, I did want to bring up I did take a little break from Persona. There was just some other stuff that I really wanted to record and upload that, you know, had been waiting for a while. And I kind of just figured that, you know, I can take a tiny break from Persona. But hopefully you guys didn't miss the series too much. Don't worry. It'll basically be back on track from here on out. Give or take, like, a video or two that I still want to upload, but... Other than that, Persona's back on the menu until we finish it. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.